Okay, good morning. I have not forgotten to switch the audio back on. It just took a little bit of time. Good morning, everyone, to this ridiculous attempt to play Hanimex Star Chess um, with my friend Lee, who is in a tiny TV screen in the corner of
I
the feed.
am.
Hello, Lee.
Hello, I've just realized that I'm streaming your stream on my other computer, which I just need to turn off.
Okay.
It's all professional here.
Yeah. Frankly, it's an absolute miracle that any of this works. But and it's even more of a miracle that we've managed to figure out how to get it to work. Um,
Yeah.
But on the other hand, if it, as it does work, or if it seems to work, and let us know if it doesn't. It's an amazing thing to be able to do. This means that we can have Zoom and Discord calls with people to talk about this stuff. So maybe we can get some more people on the stream um, rather than just appear in chat, but actually do interviews and talk about some of this stuff when we've got machines that people maybe actually worked on and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
real people, not
Yeah,
just me.
yeah, right. Well, I mean, it's nice. Obviously, I'm trying to figure out ways of making it um, more engaging. If Flynn isn't going to be part of the stream and we're going to be playing things together anymore as much, how do we make it? Oh, so okay, I can't see the chat now. My chat client is not starting. That's going to be a bit tricky if I can't see what's going on. Let me just open the chat up in a browser and see if I can see it that way.
So I can see in YouTube that Derek says good morning. So good
Ah,
morning,
hey
Derek.
Derek.
Probably wishing he'd stayed in bed.
Well, I hope not. I hope we can get
No.
some good play. We've got some cool things to show.
Yeah.
But yeah, that I've got a panel here that should be showing my chat, and it is just spinning. It's not showing anything. So I
All
wonder
right.
if actually we're really overstretching things.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can see the chat in browser. So I can see there's 3 people watching. I can see we're sending 2 streams out, and I think if anyone does chat, I'll be able to see it. Um,
Okay. Well, not to worry.
yeah. Morning. It's a great start to a Sunday morning. Excellent. Thank you. All right. Oh, I can see also that his comments are appearing in the stream as well, aren't they? So that's
Yep.
that's a bonus as well then. Okay. So it looks like it's just me here, but I really don't want to be fiddling around with my streaming
No,
software. So
touch nothing.
no, touch nothing. All right. So, all right. Well, let's get on with this stuff then. Let me just show. I think I showed this last time what the star chess actually looks like. So I have the instructions, and I have a controller overlay. I have one controller overlay. I think it probably originally came with 2, one for each controller, because it's obviously a 2-player game. Um, but this is all I've got. I've got no box for it. I've just got the instructions, and I've got one overlay, which I'm going to put on the controller shortly. And then the idea is that Lee and I figure out how to play this game, because we've looked at it very briefly, but we haven't really read the instructions through to understand it. We've never tried it before. This is basically like, you're going to
We're all going
witness.
to learn
Yeah,
together.
exactly. You're going to witness us trying to figure out how the hell to play this, and see if we can actually get a game out of it in the next hour or so. Um, but I do want to show you something else first. I mentioned this on the last stream, I think, which is this thing over here. If I can show it, let me flick that. No, that one there. There we go. So here, this is another console by VideoMaster that is dedicated to Star Chess, and I presume it's the same game as the Star Chess that's on this cartridge for the Hanimex. So I'm just going to open this up and show you what this dedicated Star Chess console actually looks like. I bought this quite a while ago because it was very cheap and I'd never heard of it before, and it was sold as, you know, untested, and of course that means it doesn't work, and it doesn't. But I haven't really had a good look at why it doesn't work. But check this out. Isn't that gorgeous? There you go, Star Chess. So it's got this sort of smoked plastic cover, which, if I can open it up with one hand, which I can't, I'm just going to put that down. That opens up. There we go. And so we have two controllers. These pop out. So they've got cables and pop out with the controls, and these are the same controls that are on the overlay for the Hanimex. We have instructions, which I'll look at in a sec, and we have this control panel with on-off switches, on-off sound, and a reset button, and then another controller. And we have the same type of VideoMaster power supply as was used for the database. So it's I think it's an 18 volt and 8 volt DC output from it on a 5-pin DIN socket. But I opened this up to have a little look to see if I could see anything obviously broken about it, and it doesn't use a Signetics chip at all. It seems to be full of Motorola chips. Very strange.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I really don't know what architecture this is, but check this out. These are the instructions, and they concertina out like that.
Just a thing of absolute beauty.
Isn't it? It's amazing. And on the inside, you see, you've got actual proper diagrams, and it's
So I was thinking
gorgeous.
that it was just like the other console but branded, but no, it's actually just the game.
Yeah, it is just a dedicated console for playing Star Chess. So I want to kind of see whether this Star Chess is the same game as this Star Chess.
Yeah.
The instructions in the VideoMaster version are much more detailed, but I think that's just because the instructions on the Hanimex one here are just, I mean, terse, let's say. It seems like the same game, but the VideoMaster has gone to much more effort in terms of production values. So that's a thing.
It's cool.
I'm gonna have to flick over to see if there's been any comments actually. I don't think there have there?
No, I don't think so.
It's okay. All right. So yeah, so there's a thing. Right, let's get into Star Chess and see if we can figure out the rules. So what I'd suggest we do is that we read through the Hanimex instructions first, because those are the instructions for the game that we're going to be playing.
The whole paragraph?
The whole, yeah. Yeah, the whole paragraph. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it'll take us 30 seconds to understand that. And then if we need more detail, we can look in the VideoMaster instructions to see if it's the same game and it still holds true. Okay.
All right.
Let's put that down. I'm gonna put the overlay into the left controller. So, oops.
Hey, Mike's on. Hey, Mikey.
Oh, cool.
He says that we're going to follow up with Battle Chess on the Amiga.
What was the Apple one? Arcon, was it?
Oh, I love Arcon. My friend Tom and I used to play Arcon all the time, and Arcon 2, absolutely amazing, great games. Yeah. And that was on the Apple IIe.
Mm-hmm.
Bit difficult to play over Zoom though.
Yeah, well, okay, let's there we go. Okay, so this is going to be, I'm just going to read these out and sort of kind of show. There's obviously in a lot of these old games, it really is, they just expected people to never have seen a console before. So it literally starts with Be sure the power switch is in the off position when inserting or removing a game cartridge. Blah blah blah. Insert Mylar overlay into controller keyboards. Okay, so that actually the only diagram really is instruction on how to put the little overlay into the game controller. One of the things I noticed about the instructions for the Video Master is that it actually kind of brands the different phases of the game. So it says countdown to lift off, and then in brackets setting up your console. It's so cool. It really tries to set the scene. Your fleet of
Nice.
spaceships, the pieces. Command control, you have ignition. How to play.
Nice.
It's great. Anyway, yeah, these are much shorter. So, object of the game. Star Chess is a game of fun and strategy for 2 players, based on the well-known game of chess, but your chessmen are spaceships engaged in galactic warfare. Move your spaceships similar to those moving chessmen in chess. Instead of capturing pieces in chess, you can weaken or even destroy your opponent's spaceships by firing missiles at them. To win the game, you have to destroy or capture your opponent's commander, king. Each spaceship is equipped with a certain number of missiles from 2 to 7 and a certain number of shields from 2 to 7. The missiles are used to attack, and the shields will protect the spaceship from attackers. Okay.
Okay.
To play the game, insert game cartridge. Da da da. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna turn this on because this is how it describes what happens. So it says, press power switch to on, red lamp will light up. Press reset button, a gunfire sound will be heard, and chessboard is moving.
So Mike asks, have you added the letters and the numbers? Yes, Chris has added those so that I have a way of communicating which piece to move.
Yeah. So I can switch those off and on. They're an overlay in the Stream software, although they're not positioned perfectly. But yeah. Anyway. Good enough. Yeah. So press reset and that's gunfire, and the chessboard is moving.
I can't hear any gunfire.
Can you hear the game sound at all?
No.
Okay. The game sound should be going out on the stream, so please let me know if people can hear it. Not that sound is a very important factor. It does look like it's going out.
Okay, good.
It's probably because we're on Zoom. Zoom is very good at cancelling strange sounds. So you press start. Game is ready to play. There are 16 spaceships on each side. The green colour spaceships on the left are controlled by the left player. The orange colour on the right controlled by the right player. There's a small square cursor in the upper left square. This cursor is an indicator for whose turn it is by its position on the left, blue colour cursor, or right, yellow colour cursor. Okay, so we can see that little blue square in A1 there. Use as your guide to specify which spaceship you want to control and where you want to direct it to or aim it at. The left player always starts the first move. Okay, Starbase. The 2 squares occupied by the commander, the king, and the destroyer, the queen, of each player is called the starbase. So that presumably, so D1 is the queen, I guess.
Okay.
All of the pieces are essentially the same as real chess pieces. So it looks like the queen is made up of rook bits.
Oh yeah.
And bishop bits, I guess.
Bishop bits. Yeah.
And then the knight and the bishop have got the same body but different heads. So I guess the knight has got a pointy head, a bit like a horse. And the pawns are all flying saucers.
Yeah.
And the king's got a pointy bit like a horse. It's like a double-stomached horse. Does that make sense? That's how I'm going to remember it.
I mean, that's exactly how a king would be described, isn't it? Like a camel.
Yes. Camel King. I in the Video Master instructions, all of the pieces have got different names, but literally they don't give them names in this. But the two squares occupied by the king and queen are called the starbase. Your starbase serves as an armory for any of your spaceships. Once your spaceship has been moved into the starbase, the spaceship will be replenished by one missile for every turn you move in. The spaceship can be replenished with missiles with its max capacity from 2 to 7 missiles depending on the spaceships. The shields of a spaceship cannot be replenished. The starbase will not protect your spaceships being attacked by enemy spaceships. Okay, so that's how you need to get back there to get more missiles.
Interesting.
And different pieces have a different number of max missiles.
I imagine. Oh, actually, no, I don't know. So the pawns, I guess, have got 2, but then after that, it's like I don't know.
Cool. I'm just checking the chat. Mike from Extra Life is here as well. Awesome. Right.
All right. So have you got to the bit where it talks about how they fire? Do they fire as if so in the way that a chess piece moves in its, the way that it moves, so the way that you would capture another piece, is that the way it fires, or is it?
Well, let's do movement first, and then we've got firing
Right.
missile. So to move the spaceship, move the cursor by pressing up, down, left, and right to the spaceship you want to move. Then press the move button. Okay, move the cursor to the square you want to move your spaceship to. They move in the same way as regular chess pieces move, and then press the activate button. Okay. Right, so you select it, press move to where you're moving it to, then hit activate. The computer will sound a high tone if the move is prohibited, a low tone to indicate move is okay. If you change your mind before you press activate button, you may press clear and start again. Okay, good.
Right.
So fire a missile. To make a direct attack on an opponent's spaceship in an attempt to wipe out its shield protection and eventually destroy it, proceed as follows. Move the cursor to your own attacking spaceship. Press the fire button. Move the cursor to the square occupied by the spaceship you want to fire at. Press the activate button. A missile is released from your spaceship. Bullet is firing from your spaceship to the enemy ship. Okay.
Okay.
From 1 square away, you have a 95% to hit your target.
Oh, nice.
But from 7 squares away, only a 66% chance you will hit your target.
So you can just fire straight away.
Yeah. Can you fire through things? If you miss your target, the missile will explode on one of the 8 squares surrounding your target spaceship and will damage or destroy any spaceship occupying that square, even your own.
No.
Oh, explode on one of the 8 squares. Okay, so it'll just choose a random square around your target and just blow up there instead.
Okay.
When you hit your target, it doesn't mean the target will be destroyed. At least one defensive shield is wiped out when hit. 50% of the time, you'll wipe out 2 defense shields. Less than 1% chance you will destroy a spaceship with 7 shields, a king or a queen at first hit. Okay, so you've got a 1% chance to critical. Oh my god, she just like, all right.
You just like open fire.
Yeah, exactly. Just all weapons.
Okay. Are all the missiles equal? Are all the, apart from the number of missiles that they have?
I think so. There's a bit later on about the strength of the spaceship. I think you can scan ships to see what their
Oh,
status
that's right.
are.
Yeah.
After the firing has ceased, an explosion will be shown on the screen. 1 explosion shows you have weakened your target. 2 explosions mean you have destroyed it. Okay. So after the firing has ceased, an explosion will be shown on the screen. 1 is you've weakened it. 2 explosions mean you've destroyed it. The spaceship will disappear from the screen after it has been destroyed. If all the missiles from 4 spaceships which you selected for the attack have been used up, then you will automatically miss a turn to move. What? If all the missiles from 4 spaceships which
Did you get 4 firing turns per turn? It's a lot of firing.
It is a lot of firing. If all the missiles from 4 spaceships which you have selected for the attack have been used up, then you will automatically miss a turn to move. Okay, I don't understand that yet.
All right.
To review the strength of a spaceship, you have a chance to know the strength, i.e. missiles and shields, of any spaceship on the screen. By doing this, you will lose a turn to move.
Okay.
Lose your turn to move, but maybe not to fire. Take the cursor to the spaceship you want to review, press report, then press activate. On the bottom of the screen, you will see the strength of the spaceship. The plus on the left shows the missiles on the spaceship. The I think that is, on the right shows the defense shields, like a vertical line actually, shows the defense shields. Okay, so the number of pluses is the missiles, the number of vertical lines is the shields.
Okay.
This report will stay on screen until you press the clear button. Warping. You may move one of your spaceships from the board either because it is causing an obstruction in your line of attack or because it is in danger of being destroyed. You can launch the spaceship out into hyperspace. Take the cursor to the spaceship to be warped, press warp button, press activate. The screen will show the spaceship being warped. I bet that's what we saw earlier.
That's what you did. Yeah.
Okay, the screen will show the spaceship being warped. The spaceship will disappear from the board and will return after a random number of moves. Amazing.
What, so possibly like 30 years?
Yeah, that's right. Although they will only have aged a day.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. Okay. When the warped spaceship is returning, a landing engine sound will be heard and the spaceship will land to an entirely random location and will destroy any spaceship which happens to be on the square.
Oh my goodness.
So it'll basically just frag anything as it respawns. Including your own ships, presumably.
You can imagine that this game has some horrendous bad beats.
Yeah. If a commander, king, happens to be destroyed by the landing of a warped spaceship, then the game is over.
By your own ship.
At a random time in the future, you've sown your own destruction. You can only warp one of your spaceships at a time. Thank Christ for that. If you warp a second spaceship before the first one is returned, you will lose your first spaceship. I.e. you can only keep one spaceship warped at any time. Well, that's what you get with only 37 bytes of RAM or whatever it is.
Yeah. Hyperspace is very small on this
Very small. It's a very small stack. End of game. Checkmate. If one of the players loses his commander, king, every time it says commander, it says king afterwards in case we hadn't got that yet.
Right.
Or his commander. Oh, without a king. The very final page, it says commander without brackets king afterwards. In the same sentence that it said commander with king. Anyway. If one of the players uses his commander king or his commander has been captured or warped, the game is over. Okay, when it says warped, I think it means destroyed through a landing ship that has been warped. I mean, can you warp your commander or not?
Well, why would you want to if you instantly lose?
Yeah, but it's not lost, is it? It's just in hyperspace.
Didn't it just say that if you warp your commander, then you lose?
No, if it said if your commander is destroyed by the landing of a warped spaceship, you lose.
Right.
But it doesn't say anything about not being able to warp your commander. And it says like if one of the players loses his commander or his commander has been captured, what does that mean? How do you capture something? Or quote warped. Now, does warped means that you've warped him into hyperspace, or does it mean that it's been destroyed by a returning ship from hyperspace?
Yeah.
Who knows? The game is over. The cursor of the winning will dance on the bottom of the screen, and a victory tune will be played to signify the victory. Oh, I can't wait for that. That's going to be an audio-visual feast. To start a new game, press reset, press start. It's ready for a new game. There you go. That's it.
Mike's saying that we should just try it. So the warping, so the advantage of warping commander is that you can't destroy it, but it's going to randomly reappear somewhere on the board. which could be right in the middle of enemy
Yeah.
enemy territory. The next turn of which you can aim and just destroy it.
But I mean,
Well, let's have a go. Let's
yeah.
just have a go.
I was going to say if it were right at the end of the game and your king is under like loads of attack, then
So
just
the
warp it out.
capture, so the capturing is that? Well, we haven't worked it out yet, but is the capturing just like normal capturing in chess? So
Oh yeah.
otherwise, because otherwise we don't have any. You don't have any chess moves. You know, why would you guard one of your pieces
Yeah.
if it's all missiles?
Well, obviously you need to get close to the enemy. The
Yeah,
closer you get, the
yeah. The probability increases.
yeah. But also, if you're just one square away and you miss, then you've got a chance of being hit by the missile exploding. Anyway, let's just try it out. Okay, so I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna
So Mike's asking how often can you warp something? I think you can warp you. It's one of your moves, isn't
yeah,
it? I think if you
I
warp
think so.
something, then you move.
Well, I'm gonna try a move. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't even know if you can move and fire in the same game turn.
No idea.
So
Well, give it a go. Why don't
moves.
you move one of your pieces forward and then I'll shoot at it?
Awesome. Yeah, let's do that. Okay.
Ah,
Okay. So that was a bad move. That was a
so the fighters can only move one
there we go.
square. Yeah.
Okay. So now I do have to use the other controller.
All right.
All
Okay.
right. Okay. All right. What do you want to do?
Well, I guess we'll go for E7 to E6.
E7. Okay. Yeah. It's that one. Yeah. I don't have an overlay for this, so I'm gonna have to refer to.
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay. So you want to move from there.
I guess we'll move that one forward one.
Okay. And activate. There we go.
Right.
Okay. So I'm going to try firing then.
Yeah, why not?
So I guess it doesn't matter, does it? Like,
So you've got a limited number of missiles though, haven't you? So
you have
that,
yes. So we don't even
so
know. So there's between 2 and 7, right? So is that 2,
well, I guess
3,
the
4,
fighters only have
5,
two,
6,
and then
7? Yeah. So if the fighters have just got 2, then
yeah, and the queen I guess has got
it's got 7,
seven,
and the king has got 6, and then 4, 3, 2. No, 2,
and
3,
maybe
4,
the
5,
king's only got 2.
6, 7. Yeah. We'd have to do status on each of them.
I was just going to say, why don't you do a status on one of yours and then do a status on one of mine, and then you can see.
Yeah. Okay. So let's. Okay. Shall I move to the king? Do you want to know the king?
Sure.
Let's try a report. Report. Activate. Oh, okay.
Whoa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 missiles.
And 7
2,
shields.
4, 6, 7. Right. So if you do the queen on my side, oh, is that your
That
go
was my
then?
go. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. So if you do my,
So I'll
let's
do
do
your
queen.
queen. We could do all of them actually. So that's the queen. Yeah. Report. Activate. 7. Okay, so they both have 7 each.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Ahead of its time.
Clear. So the question is, which one's next, or how much does it? Let's have a look. What should we try? Let's try the rook actually. Let's go with the rook.
I would imagine the rook is quite powerful.
Yeah. So report. Activate. Oh no, 4. Are you writing these down?
I am writing them down.
Okay. All right. Let's go over here and try. Let's try the knight then. Report. Activate. That's 4 as well. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And then
Bishop.
report. Activate 4. Yeah. Okay.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
And then
So we think the pawns will be 2 and 2.
we imagine they would be. Yeah, but I'm just going to do it anyway because that.
Yeah. No. Please.
Report. Activate 2s. Yeah.
Right. Cool.
Okay. All
Okay.
right. So it's back to my go. Okay. So, well, let's try firing then, shall we?
I was just going to say, so it looks like you can either move or fire,
Yeah,
does it?
it does. But it's just the number of missiles and stuff. But yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see if I can capture you with the pawn after I've spent my missiles. But let's try firing. Let's try firing. So I'm going to fire. Oh, okay.
So can you not fire that
I
far?
cannot fire that far.
Okay.
I wonder if it's only... Let's try... No. Right, okay. Maybe I have to be closer then. I'm going to clear.
I wonder whether the
So I'm going to try jumping. I'm going to see if I can move
oh yeah.
the knight to there. Yep.
Yeah, cool. Well, can I move D7 to D6?
D7
Yeah.
to D6, yeah. The controller.
Grab the center.
Okay, so move to there. Alright. So, move that.
Okay. Well, I'll go D6 to D5 then, please.
Mm-hmm.
Since we couldn't jump forward two two squares in the first go.
Yeah.
An imitation of these for cheap fighters, you see.
Yeah. I bet the Cylons don't have this trouble.
Yeah.
So
Let's go PL drive.
So what if I now...
You can shoot.
Yes.
I presume. Yeah.
Precisely. So I'm going to do... Bloody hell.
So maybe... So can it only shoot in its move as if it were a chess piece?
Maybe. That's... Okay, well... I suppose what I could try doing... What if I shoot into the...
Shoot into the space?
Yeah. What if I shoot there?
Looking for collateral damage.
Yeah, exactly. I want to miss. Well, it's weird that it says if it's within one space, it's got a higher...
Yeah.
Alright. Well, I guess I don't know then. I guess I'm going to have to move. Let's move. There.
Okay. So can I capture your knight with my bishop? Can I go from F8 to C5?
So you're going to try moving, not firing.
Oh.
Move.
No, okay. Let's try. No. Okay. Let's try. Well, I don't know. Let's try firing because we haven't done that.
Okay. Fire. Here we go. Activate.
Oh. Whoa. Cool. So
okay, you hit.
Okay.
There's a single explosion, so you...
So if we do a report on it now, I guess that you'll have 3.
Yeah. Should we just do that as a test?
Yeah. And then you can do a status on the on my bishop as well.
Yeah,
and see whether it's one shield and one missile.
Yeah. So yeah, report, activate. So I've now got 3 shields instead of 4.
Okay.
If there'd been 2 explosions, then...
Well, I think that there's only... I think that's only if I destroy you. So if you run out of shields, I would imagine.
No, didn't it say that sometimes you do 2 shields damage, and there's a 1% chance of doing a critical?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So this is report, activate. Yeah, so you've got 3 missiles. There we go. All right.
Okay, cool.
So do I stay exposed like that, or do I just attack your... Yeah, I'm
So,
gonna
so what I
try.
was wondering, can I just ram into you? Could I have just captured it?
Well, yeah, I don't know. Let's
I would
leave
assume
that
so.
to next time, shall we?
All
And
right,
in the
okay.
meantime, I'm gonna...
Just gonna sacrifice your
Yeah,
knight.
I'm just gonna fire.
Oh yeah, okay. Ooh.
So that... Okay. Oh, look, 2 explosions.
Oh.
Ah.
Oh, okay. Nasty.
Hmm. There you go. So now you can try
So
softening
did
me up a bit
you?
more.
So I wonder whether you've used one missile. I guess so. I guess it's like a critical
Yeah. Well,
hit.
yeah. Do you want to do a quick status? But
Oh yeah, shall we just do that? Just to check that. So I am assuming that you have used one of your missiles
yes,
from your knight.
I'm sure that must be the case because
Yeah, I would have thought so.
yeah. So now 3 missiles and 3 shields. Okay.
So yeah, Mike makes a good point. So he says you should use the missiles when you threaten a piece, but it's protected. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. So the queen also has quite a reach, doesn't it? So the queen could be attacking from quite a long way away, but you don't want to throw your queen in because
Yeah.
it's just chopped to bits.
Okay. So I'm gonna report on something else randomly just to give you the
Oh yeah, thanks.
turn back. Okay.
So can my pawn at d5? So it can't attack c5 because
Oh
that's
yeah.
not
Let's try that.
I assume it's not a legal move.
No.
So
You'd assume that it could only fire in a pawn's taking.
yeah, exactly.
But let's see. So fire there. Activate. Oh no.
Oh, all right.
Damn. So okay, single. So that's just dropped me by
Okay.
1.
Yeah.
So you kind of need a pen and paper, next to it to mark
Yeah.
off rather than having to use up a whole turn just to check the status.
Yeah, exactly. Write down the hit points.
Yeah.
So I've absolutely not a clue whether your knight can attack my fighter or not.
No, so I'm gonna go and try that now.
I literally have no idea.
No, I mean, let's see. Fire.
Well, so the question is then.
Didn't I try this before and it was illegal? It's illegal. Yeah, it's illegal.
So does that mean that my fighters can move 1 squares up and down as well then?
I don't know.
I wonder.
I don't know. Or diagonally maybe.
Who knows? Well, one would like to think that the fighters are more nimble than pawns.
Okay, no, I can't do that.
Okay.
What am I going to do though? And so presumably I also can't like take a bishop and move it to there, say. Because that would be going through pieces.
Yeah. And also, I mean, it said that you can't fire through other pieces as well.
Oh, yeah,
that was
oh, that's
one of the
right.
examples.
Unless you're a knight.
Unless you're a knight, yeah.
So, I mean, I could. It's tempting to try this. I'm just gonna. Oh, I could attack there, but I could just try and take it.
You could.
Yeah, there you go.
Right.
Okay, so that is it. That explains.
Okay.
That
Well,
explains
I do need.
So you're
I
gonna.
do need to. I'm gonna take it with the bishop.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let you just sit there.
No, of course not. But I figured I might as well because it basically I'm then, I'm 2 pawns to a knight. So,
Yeah.
activate. Okay.
All right.
Right. Okay.
So there's an interesting mechanic to take a damaged piece and return it back to base.
Yeah. Although the shield doesn't recover, only the.
Oh, that's right. Only the missiles.
Only the missiles. Okay. So it's almost like, I mean, you know, I'm bad at chess, but I'm even worse at this. Like, this doesn't make, you know what I mean? This doesn't make it any easier. It actually
Yeah.
makes the mobility even worse. I don't know if that's a good move or not. Okay, let's just do it anyway. I feel like, no, I feel like I do need to get out there. Yes, okay, no, so let's clear that. Let's do this. I definitely can't move to there. Right. So can I move diagonally?
Which piece are you trying to move?
That's right. You'll see that one.
Ah, okay, right. So can D5 move to E5? Did you try that? Did you try moving?
Can D5 move to
E5? Can it move down the board?
Yes, I think we tried that and it can't.
Oh, it can't. Okay, right.
I mean, I can just try again because I mean, unless you don't want to do that move and it turns out that you can.
No.
So yeah, if I go move and then go that way, yeah.
I don't think it's going to wreck my position.
No. That's the move you want, yeah.
Yeah.
Try.
Yeah. Right, so you can
Okay,
do
so
it.
you can.
So that makes sense from the fact that
okay.
I could attack your. So when I attacked your knight.
Mm-hmm. So they can move orthogonally, but they can't move diagonally.
Right.
But they can attack diagonally or fire diagonally, I think.
Oh, can they?
I think so. Have we not? Did we not try that out? Maybe not.
I can't even remember. Maybe Mike's paying attention. Mike or Derek is like, what? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then go for it.
Is anyone enjoying this? Are you following this along?
Hey, we're enjoying it.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Oh, it's me, isn't it?
It is.
Okay. So yeah. So I should be able to now do. This. Oh, what? Why? Oh. Do you know what?
Do you think that's the king?
I think that might be the king.
Right.
I think they've got the board wrong. Haven't they?
Mm-hmm.
They've got the board wrong. Jesus.
Right.
That's okay. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Right. And what am I going to do then? So I need to. I mean, knowing which the king is and which the queen is quite important, isn't it?
I think it does seem reasonably important.
So, I mean, I could try moving what I now think might be the king just one square, but that doesn't really prove anything. So I'm going to move this out the way.
Yep.
Okay, you're going.
So can the king, my D8 that we think is the king, can that fire at D3 or is that too far away?
No, that's well, maybe it is. Maybe it's too far for a king, eh?
I don't know.
But not for a queen.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you want to try firing with this?
Well, I mean, if it doesn't work, then I won't have wasted a go.
No. So you're firing at my pawn at D3, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Fire. Activate. No.
Okay. So can my bishop at B7 fire at G2?
Yeah, let's try that. Okay, it's clear. Bishop. Fire.
Yes. Okay.
It's a long way away though.
Yeah.
What's going to happen? The tension. This takes ages. Oh, you hit me. Twice!
Oh, nice.
Dear
Nice.
Lord, now you've exposed my rook.
Oh, so I have.
What a jip. Okay. So do I therefore protect my rook? Or maybe I
Yeah.
protect my rook and then I move my queen. Or do I just move my queen and oh actually you could just capture it, couldn't you? I forgot about that.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I actually forgot about that as well.
Yeah, if you, there's the underlying chess rules here that you could just capture it, and I'm not protecting my rook at all at the moment.
Yeah.
So I do need to do something about it.
I guess so.
What do I do about it? But I now have more than normal chess options, don't I? Because
You do.
I could move this pawn up, but I could also
Okay.
move it laterally to there.
Oh yeah.
Or in fact, I could move that pawn.
Oh. Nice.
And that, yeah, exposes your pawn on
That's very nice.
h7.
Um. Okay.
Mike says, I don't think we've tried that, or we can't move anything diagonally.
So the bishop can move diagonally,
Yes.
but
And the queen
you're right.
presumably is. I mean, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be a very good queen otherwise.
No. But yeah, the pawns look like they can just move one square orthogonally.
So that's quite interesting. So if I moved my bishop from f8 to c5, then actually it's threatened by the pawn on c4 from under fire. So you can't capture it using chess, but you can shoot at it.
Wait, if you move from your bishop,
If I move
from
my
F8
bishop,
to
to c5,
C5,
yeah,
then I can attack it with my.
so your pawn, so your pawn can shoot at
Yeah.
it. It can't capture it, but it can shoot at it.
Well, we're not even sure if the pawn does capture on the diagonal yet.
Oh yeah.
I tell you what, I might have a look in the Video Master instructions just to see what
Oh
it says
right,
about
yes.
that. Maybe that'll clear some things up. Oh, Mike says except that pawn isn't defended. What? Which pawn isn't defended? My pawn. My pawn's
So
defended
can I
by
shoot?
my bishop.
So can I shoot from can I repeat my move, the b7 to g2?
Yeah, basically, yes. I've just.
So let's give that another go.
I just totally put that pawn in the line of fire.
Well, better that than.
Oh yeah,
look.
Okay, so your fleet of spaceships, starfighter, missile strength 2, shield strength 2, pawn. The starfighter may move and fire one square at a time, either up or down or left and right. Chess players note, starfighter cannot take diagonally and cannot be captured en passant. So there you go. Yeah, the pawn has got different rules, different movement rules.
Okay.
So the rook is the super cruiser.
Right.
And moves as a rook. The knight is a super fighter and moves and fires as a knight. The bishop is the star cruiser, moves and fires as a bishop. The queen is the destroyer, moves as a queen, and the king is the commander, moves as a king. So that does seem to be. I mean, first of all, yes, and you've got star bases. So this Video Master Star Chess console looks like exactly the same game. And in fact, the fact that the pawns are different from normal chess kind of proves the point. But that also then confirms that yes, the pawns only move one square orthogonally.
So do we think the pieces on the D file, I guess, those are the kings?
Well, we still don't know because
You think
the graphics.
Because you tried to move it.
Yeah, I tried, and so you'd assume that, but I can't tell from the Video Master instructions because the graphics are different. the ships don't have the same graphics at all.
Okay. So can I move E8 to A4? Not that I would obviously try to do this, but why not?
E8 to A4. Yeah, okay. You sure you don't want to fire at my pawn again?
Oh, well, we did that.
Hmm?
We did that.
Yes, we did do that, and it worked. But now it's a different pawn.
It is.
So, okay, you're going to move away from a proven strategy
Well,
to
I mean, okay.
determine
Well,
whether or not this is actually a queen, right?
yeah. So E8.
So E8.
I mean, I suppose I could move it to C6, but if I put it on A4, then I can attack your king.
Yeah. I mean, that's basically what I was trying to do to you when we thought they were reversed, right?
Yeah.
So now that means that you can basically do the same thing backwards.
Although all it's going to do is just give you a move. Oh no, because the pawns can't capture diagonally, right?
No. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do once you've done that, but there you go.
Well, I think you can just shoot at it, can't you?
Well, yeah. I mean, obviously the king. I don't know. What can I shoot at it with? I can't shoot at it.
Can't the fighters shoot at it? Can the fighters only shoot one?
Yeah.
Well, oh, okay.
And the king can only shoot one, so I can't actually reach it. You're out of range there.
Awesome. Let's do that then.
There you go. Look, you're actually moving.
Nice. Maybe your king can lay down some kind of flak or something.
Yeah, what to do? Okay, so I guess the only sensible thing to do is actually just to move the.
So Derek has been looking at the instructions on the branded Leisure Vision.
Oh, okay. Version. Yeah, I think Leisure Vision, was that the Canadian version of the Arcadia?
I
think it was.
Oh, he was scratching it. I think. So, yeah. Well, I mean, the Star Chess branded console is bound to have very nice.
No, but I think the Arcadia was called the Leisure Vision in Canada.
Okay.
But I mean, Leisure Vision might have done the bespoke console as well. I don't know. Okay, so I've moved my king.
Okay. So can my queen at A4 shoot at the pawn on C4?
Yeah, I imagine so.
I don't really want to kill the one on A2 because I'll open up your rook.
Yeah.
This doesn't seem very sensible.
And I'd need to move closer to be able to attack you, really. Okay, so you want to fire from there.
Yeah.
Fire to there. Just one explosion for now.
Excuse me. Sorry. Not very professional.
One explosion. Ah, oh, Jesus.
Yes, have it.
Oh my God. It's a disaster. What am I going to do? Shall I move up so I can attack you a bit more? What do you? I don't like my position here at all. That's not helped by the fact that I thought the queen was a king and the king was a queen. But there you go.
Well, no, absolutely. It was quite the relief, I can tell you.
Yeah, that turned the tables. Well, I guess I'm just gonna move up. It's quite weird having pawns that can attack straight ahead.
Isn't it just bizarre? I find it difficult to work out how they guard each other then, because obviously the diagonals don't guard each other. So can I move from A4 to G4?
Oh, we have better instructions than the Leisure Vision ones. Oh, do you mean I mean, do you mean the Hanimex instructions that we've got are better, or the Video Master instructions we've got? I mean, the
It
Video
can't be
Master
that.
instructions are just beautiful. Oh, ah,
Yeah,
crap.
yeah,
He says,
yeah,
ripping the whole thing.
yeah. No, don't do that.
Historic artifact.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, what are you doing?
A4 to G4, please, Bob.
Mm-hmm. A4 to G4. Okay, right. Yes. Switching the point of attack somewhat.
Yeah. Need to run away from these pesky fighters.
So G4 is there, yes?
It is.
Okay. Okay. I'm very hemmed in here. Amateurish, really.
I mean, standard chess theory would state that you should be able to harass me because I've got my queen out.
Yeah. There's no castling, obviously, either.
No, I suppose not. Right. So now, can my bishop on B7 capture your rook on H1?
Oh, God, yeah. I'm an idiot. Yes. I would imagine yes, and I can't do it. Oh. I knew there was a reason I shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Being mullered here. Here it comes.
Oh, so I imagine the... Oh, so I guess they can't attack each other. So the knight and the bishop, even though they're right next to each other, can't attack each other.
No. No, I think the knight can only attack along its...
I would have thought so, yeah.
Normal chess move. I mean, I can try, but...
Yeah. Wouldn't make any sense for that to work.
No, it wouldn't.
But your pawn on G3 can attack my queen.
Yes, it can. Although it's got a lot of attacking to do. Oh, hang on, wait.
Go on. Oh.
I just remembered.
Right.
I know. It hadn't occurred to me that I can just take it straight ahead.
No.
So, yes.
Excellent. Good work. Well, that seems unfortunate.
The game's taken another turn.
Yeah, hasn't it? Oh, just the accidental sacrifice of my most powerful piece.
This is genuinely a lot of fun, though.
It is. Oh, wow. Okay. So the squares that I think are covered by the fighters are in fact not.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, which means you can launch an attack straight past the fighters, and they can't do anything about it unless they actually move into your way.
Yeah.
So any of those.
Okay. Well, let's go from G7 to G6.
G7. Okay. From there to there, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. I feel like I need to develop these pieces back here.
I think my pilots are distraught at the loss of their queen, so
can pawns go backwards? I guess they can.
Guess so.
I think they can. I
mean, one can imagine that the pawns can go back into the starbase and get their missiles back.
Of course. That is a good point. I kind of want to get that out. What do I want to do?
I'm wondering whether
Let's try this
the
anyway.
other people on the stream are screaming out obvious moves, or if they're just as confused as we are.
Yeah, it'd be good to know. Let us know if you're shouting at the screen. What have we totally missed?
Yeah. Like, what kind of crazy game is this? So
Do
can I go?
you know something else
Can
we
I?
should try?
Yeah.
We should try hyperspacing.
Oh,
We should just warp some pawns out just to see what happens when they warp back in again and cause havoc.
I suppose that's true. Um, can I? Well, can I move F8, the bishop on F8 to H6, please?
Yeah.
Trying desperately to work out whether it will just be taken straight away.
Do you know what's you know what also is weird about playing this is that we're seeing the chessboard sideways on.
Yeah, I know.
It just messes with your spatial kind of sense of where things are.
Derek says that in his instructions, there's just 8 pages and there's no mention of what each ship can do.
Right.
So like the things that are actually important.
Well, that's the same as the Hanimex instructions because the Hanimex doesn't say anything about how pawns move either. It
Do you
is.
think the
I
person
think
that
it's
was
probably the
writing?
same instructions.
Do you think the person that was writing it didn't know?
Almost certainly.
Yeah.
Okay, where did you want to move for your
Oh,
bishop?
to H6.
Okay, yeah.
So I suppose, in actual fact, I could put my bishop on B4, and it would actually be safe from the pawn on A3, which is just complete madness.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, in fact, you could.
I don't want to do
You
that.
could attack my king in the process.
Well, and get mullered by your queen.
Yeah. There you go.
All right.
All right. So, oh yeah. So you're attacking my king anyway, aren't you? Hmm. Tempted just to. Oh no! Of course you can just take it. So that's check, isn't it? Yeah. Keep thinking. Oh, I'm now in range and you can fire at me. But actually, no,
Yeah.
that's check. You can.
Oh yeah, I suppose
You
so.
could just. Yeah. If I don't. If I,
Oh, I wonder whether that forces you to move the king.
or do you think I should try moving something else just to see if?
Yeah, I won't take it if you like move one of your
Well, I'll
fighters
tell you
somewhere
what.
else.
Why don't I warp one of my fighters,
Okay, why not?
and that's my move, and see if that's a valid move when I'm actually in check. Yeah.
Okay.
Which one? Okay, I'm gonna. Which one am I gonna warp? Actually, no. I'm gonna warp. No, I'm gonna. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna warp that one. Okay, here we go. Warp.
Yeah, cool.
All right. Off it goes. So you could just take my king now, and you
Yes,
would win.
yeah, but I'm not going to
Okay.
because
Well, why don't you warp one as well, and then that's
yeah,
proved that.
why not? Um,
Which piece do you fancy sending off into warp space?
well, let's warp H7 then.
Okay, H7. That one, yeah?
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
They can go and have a party in hyperspace.
Warp. Activate. This is the best effect
It's
in the whole
cool.
game. Although they haven't seen the cursor dance in Victory yet. So
Oh yeah.
there's that to look forward to. I can't wait for those pawns to come back.
Yeah,
Suddenly,
I know.
where are they going to end up? Okay, so now I do need to protect my king somehow.
I guess probably yes.
Probably. So.
So there's no. So I suppose in in chess, you are obliged to move the king, but that's because you're obliged not to just lose. So I suppose in this game, whilst you're not obliged to move the king, you would just lose on the next turn, wouldn't you? Because I would just capture it.
Yeah. Yes. I think it just
Because
tests for a lose state. It doesn't test
yeah.
for a potential lose state.
Yeah.
Um, Interesting though, isn't it? Okay. All right. So I think. Oh no, that's not. Hmm. So there's several options here to protect my king, aren't there? But I can't see one that.
Well, it's not really going to be threatened by anything. Nothing else is anywhere near it.
Well, no, I can move it. I'm just wondering if there's an option to move. See, I could move my queen. I could move my queen in front, and then you could fire at or just take my queen. If you take my queen, then I take you back, obviously with the king. But I've lost my queen, so that's probably not a great
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah.
Then or I could move up a pawn, but then a pawn is so vulnerable there. So
Yeah.
let's try let's try moving it out of the way.
I've just realized that your queen can actually just take my fighter on e5 as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I could just take it. That's true. All right, I'm just going to move it there.
Well,
Completely mystified, yeah. I mean, I, it absolutely blows my mind that this game. I mean, was it so successful that they made its own console,
I know it's crazy, isn't it?
or did
I
they
mean, you
make
could
it?
understand it. You could understand it if there was a mode where you could just play normal chess.
Right. Well, obviously, chess computers were a massive thing.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it was they were sort of like hotcakes in the late
Absolutely.
70s. Um, but did they do this console because it was such a successful game, or did they do it
Oh,
just
crazy.
because they thought people would buy it because it's like futuristic chess and everybody's thinking about that scene in Star Wars?
Well, let's move my knight from b8. Um, d7.
Oh, sorry. Which one are you moving?
The knight on b8
B8. Yeah.
to d7.
To D7. To there, yeah?
Yeah. I mean, the king is completely exposed, but it's for some reason it doesn't seem that vulnerable, which I don't really understand how
Yeah.
it can't how you can't be just absolutely slaughtering me. I guess
Well,
because we can't work out how the pieces move.
no. But also, you've put me under pressure where I've had to react. I haven't.
I suppose so,
I've been
yeah.
in Zugzwang. However, I mean, this is so weird, isn't it? Like, do I fire at you from there, or do I take you? Okay. That's a knight, isn't it? You just moved a knight, so you're actually protecting that pawn.
That was the idea.
Yeah, but I can still fire at it. So yeah,
You can. In fact, you'll probably kick its ass.
yeah. Well, every time you fired at one of my pawns, you've done double damage. So
Yeah, I know. I don't know how accurate the random number generator was, but I
no,
did seem to have a bit more luck than I was expecting.
well, that's just a single, isn't it? Oh no, it's a double.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Okay. Wow. I wonder if does it take into account the relative strength and like
Well, I mean, that's what you would hope.
yeah.
Um,
That means that the
I
queen
mean,
can basically just annihilate or just
so
do two
does
damage every time, maybe.
Do the pieces
Let's have a look.
regain a missile every time they move into the starbase, or can the Queen just sit there and fire at will?
That is a good question. Yeah, it's worded strangely, isn't it? Because it says
Yeah, that's right.
it says for every turn you move in.
Yeah, that's right.
But let's see what the VideoMaster instructions say. So VideoMaster instructions say star bases, how to play. I really want to get this console working to see what it actually looks like. 4 commands.
So Derek says that the standalone game came first in 1979, which I guess would make sense
Okay.
too,
Thanks.
to make to make a cartridge. Although, yeah, odd to make an entire console.
Yeah, I guess maybe that was just a project to make
Yeah.
the console like a futuristic version of a chess computer.
Yep.
Squares
Uh,
occupied.
so what have I got there? I've got a knight. So what can I do with it?
Oh look, so the VideoMaster instructions say a spaceship's stock of missiles will be replenished by 1 missile for every turn that the spaceship is kept in starbase, up to a maximum
Right.
of
Okay.
7.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, I have got about 10 minutes, so
Okay.
let's go from H6 to C1. Despite the fact that I shouldn't be trying to sacrifice material because I've lost my queen, but
So from there,
yeah,
where are you going?
I'll go to C1 because otherwise you're just going to keep shooting at it.
Oh yeah, okay, I got you. Here it comes. Splat.
Yep.
Okay. I mean, I guess
So many options.
I know the sensible thing to do is take it with a king, I suppose, or maybe let's get my rook out.
I would get your rook out, yeah.
Oh, this controller. So move to that.
Okay.
Oh, listen, listen. Something's landing.
Oh.
Oh, it's me.
Huh. Right.
Did that just hit something else, or was that an empty square?
So, yeah, I think it was empty.
Okay. All right. Well, my
well,
pawn's back in quite an interesting
awesome.
position.
Well, I was just going to say it's had a fun ride. So I guess I'll go from H8 to H5.
Yeah. Okay.
Wasn't at all what I was going to do, but
but you might as well.
I might as well.
Okay. Move.
Hey, Davey's on the line. Hi, Dave. And what's funny, yeah. So it's funny because it's not. So your pawn can't attack it.
No, I can't.
So.
I can't. Damn. I mean, I like both those pawns. I was trying to get them into the bottom rank so I could attack your bishop or your other bishop when it was there. But now they're kind of stranded a little bit. It's the rook, isn't it? Well, no. I don't know what to do. I think you're probably just going to shoot me. But yeah, let's try that.
Right. So that's the queen, isn't it? That's protecting that. Oh yeah, but I can just try and shoot it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's try and shoot it then. With
Yeah. So
eight five.
this is a situation where
Yeah, that's
shooting it
mindset.
makes loads more
Yeah.
sense than taking it, obviously.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of hoping that you don't just destroy it immediately. So
I'm sure you are.
fire to there.
So the rook should have plenty of shields. It should have 4 shields,
Mhm,
shouldn't it?
mhm.
So
Oh my god! Literally just. Oh, listen, listen. Here you come.
oh, is he coming back?
Yeah, you're defending. Oh, okay.
Oh, oh,
Right. Oh,
right.
yeah. Huh. Okay. So that's me. So I should. Be
Oh,
able
you've got
to
the knight,
just.
haven't you? Aha, yes. Nice.
These pawns don't last long, do
They don't at all. So can I shoot your pawn on G2 with my bishop on H1?
they? Yep. Let's go. This wraps, doesn't it? So I can go around that way, and then fire to there.
Mm-hmm. Since he's a bit trapped in there.
Hmm. Ooh!
Oh.
Totally survived. Now, okay, what do I do? How do I take advantage of that misfire? I tell you what, we haven't had a single occasion where a missile has just missed and exploded in a.
Yeah, yeah, in a random square
Yeah,
around it.
I forget you've almost forgotten that that's possible.
Yeah.
Um, don't know what to do. Um,
What is that? That's a queen, isn't it? I think it's safe to say that Hikaru is safe. So, and what is that? That is a rook.
this looks like madness. It is madness.
It is
You are
complete
correct.
madness.
It's definitely occupying our brain cycles, though.
It certainly is that. So I do need to do something with my rook because you're just going to. So, well, okay. So let's move my rook from H5 to B5.
H5 to. Okay. Don't know why I'm going all the way down there when I can just go up.
Mm-hmm.
So move to B5. Going up there. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Right. In that case, I'm gonna. I think this is the move, isn't it?
Okay. Can't I just take it with the rook?
Oh, yes. You can. Oh, Stupid. Yes, that's a total mistake.
Well, that's all right. That's how I lost mine. I just sat mine in front of a pawn. I think I will do that. Just.
Yeah, I was thinking, oh, he can't take me with the pawn.
No, that's right.
But yeah, you can just come in. Oh. All right. We probably need to move to the end game here anyway.
I know.
Basically, I'm back in exactly the same position again, like an idiot.
So that's the bishop, isn't it? Okay. So, oh, you're just going to shoot at me. So can I move the rook on h5 to h2?
To h2?
Yeah. Okay. Don't say it like that.
So you want
to h2?
Well, that's the bishop, right?
Which one?
Yeah, on h1, that's your bishop.
That's a bishop, yeah.
But you want to move it to... Oh, so you want to move it to...
Well, I have to move it because you're going to shoot at it with your bishop.
Yeah, where are you moving it to? You can only move it to g2.
h2. h2. So no. The my rook on h5.
Oh, sorry. Oh yeah, so you're moving that to there.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm going to rely on my shields.
Okay, well. Yeah. See if I can soften you up a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, no.
Oh, no, you can just take it, can't you? Oh, good grief. I don't think we've quite got the hang of this.
No, really not. It's a bizarre realization that we're just, yeah. The firing thing is, it seems like the dominant game mechanic, but actually I think it's
just completely distracting.
Yeah.
Right. Good. Well, do you want to call it a draw?
I tell you what, I'd like to see what happens if someone wins. Let's see what the victory animation is, because I know you need to go, don't you? So
which one's your queen? E2?
No, you took my queen.
Oh, I took your queen.
Yeah, there's no queens left on the board.
So you've got a rook.
I've got a rook that's sort of trapped.
Okay, so if I move my rook from A8 to B8,
yes,
and you move your king onto C3.
Yeah, then you can take my king.
And then we'll take it and we'll enjoy some dancing cursors.
Okay, so you're going to move that to there, yeah? Okay, and then I move. So I shouldn't be able to move into a check position, should I? By rights, but I bet I can.
Yes, I guess so.
So I move there. Sure enough, it just lets me. And then...
Right, let's go get it. Ramming speed.
You're just going to take me, or are you going to shoot
me? I guess so.
Up?
Well, it'll take me ages to shoot it. You've got 7 shields.
Yeah, okay, here we go.
Incoming.
Oh, look.
Oh.
Dancing cursor.
Oh.
There's some 4 next loops going on there.
Is that
I
what
think
we're
that's
gonna
it. I'll tell you what, the warp animation is
do? I know, so much better.
tour de force, isn't it?
I
Compared with
know.
Victory. I think that's
That
it.
was probably right at the end of the project, and the intern came in, and he made that, and
Yes.
the encoder was like, oh,
Well, maybe yeah. Just like the day of shipping, someone went, "What happens when you win?"
that's right.
I just
We haven't got any more memory.
okay. But this yellow one represents the winning side.
You need to take away your letters and numbers so that we can see it.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Which is that? There we go. Look,
Look at that.
I can take you away as well.
Thanks.
All right, cool. So, I mean, I really want to see. I don't know when I'm going to get around to fixing the video master because there doesn't seem to be any power to it at all. Even though I've tried it with a number of PSUs, but yeah, I want to see how the graphics compare. But that is the last Hanimex game I've got at the moment. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do next week. What I'm gonna stream. There's a Hanimex game on eBay that I'm currently negotiating with a seller about, and I'm
Nice.
trying to figure out whether or not it's worth just pay the money that he's asking for it. It was on at 50, and I've negotiated him down to 35.
Right.
And I'm like, is 35 quid? Is that a lot or not a lot for a Hanimex game? I think it's quite a lot, but then at the same time, they really don't come up very often. So maybe
that's right.
Maybe it's all good. The other thing that I wanted to say, actually, is about Derek, because Derek has put a tutorial up. I didn't realise that you'd done this, Derek. Obviously, you've sent me your kind of breakdown of Leapfrog, but I saw on your blog that you published the first tutorial in Signetics 2650 assembler coding, and I just thought that is brilliant. So I don't know, it'd be nice to. I'm definitely going to do it. I haven't sat down and done it yet, but it would be quite nice to do it.
Lots of sound.
Sorry.
Oh,
stop the sound. Yes. I'm sorry. But that was horrible. There we go. Yeah, so I'd really like to do the tutorial, and I'm wondering whether it would be nice to do something like live.
Yeah.
A bit of kind of live, trying to go through Derek's tutorial to understand how to code on the 2650.
Well, you definitely have to, Derek. You definitely have to come on here. You too can be in this little. TV.
Yes, that's true. That's true. We should definitely do that. We should think of something. I tell you, actually, what we really should do is we should play Leapfrog. That's what we should do.
Definitely.
So we need to get one of the databases up and running and composite modded, so I can run it through the system. I'm so sorry about the noise. I bet that was really loud to everybody. I can't hear the game sound as it.
I can't hear the game. I can't hear the game sound either.
And I don't have a copy of Leapfrog, obviously. Although I've got an eBay search looking for it. But of course, I do have a bunch of other database games. So maybe that's the next thing we could do, is get the database and show some database games, and maybe have you on, Derek, in the little TV, talking about the 2 years that you spent at Voltmace and what that was like, and maybe if we do some of your coding tutorials, maybe you could help us understand that a bit better as well. Cool though, thanks Lee. It's nearly 12:30.
I know. I'm going to go and shout at the television.
Yeah. Enjoy yourself. That was genuinely really good fun. I really enjoyed doing that.
Absolutely awesome. This is this was just completely brilliant. I loved it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the other thing is there's a bunch of 2-player games on the Atari and on the video pack as well that are turn-based. So maybe we could do another one.
Yeah. Okay. Nice.
I'll try and figure something out. Cool. Anyway,
Be well up for
I'll
that.
let you go. Yeah. Thanks everybody. See you next Sunday. Hopefully, we'll figure out something fun to do.
Cheers.
Bye.